Colorado here in the opening round of the women's ski Superpipe final. We get ready to bring in Zoe Atkin right now.
Just great technical difficulty. Huge left side 540. Then they had that right side 720.
We're going to bring in Hannah Fallhaber, just 17 years old.
Going big. This amplitude is huge. There's the 900.
Your number one qualifier. This is Eileen Gu.
She powers through the Superpipe. Huge switch, 720. Eileen Gu coming out swinging, going big.
Today was all about having fun, pushing myself, pushing the sport. Being able to come back here and win this huge contest means so much to me.
Scan to secure a piece of Dew Tour history and raise money for Boarding for Breast Cancer. Silent auction is live through Sunday at 3 p.m. Mountain Time.
It is on the line for Simon Dumont. Sean White's in. Backside air. Jamie Peterson.
She is the best slopestyle competitor the world has ever seen.
Danny Davis, the grandmaster of style.
1 dip, 2 dips, 3 dips, massive.
Welcome to Tour Copper Mountain. Kelly Clark has those incredible runs where you're just like, wow. Getting that around, my gosh.
Alex Ferreira getting things going real big.
Thank you, Dutour.
Skating with ferocity, style, flow, power.
Oh my word.
Pamela Rosa in the top spot.
That's the energy of skateboarding, you know, so I just love it.
Oh my God! Diane Wright takes the top spot. Chloe Kim started this progression revolution. There he goes!
Everyone's going to remember the first time they saw the triple in a competition.
It started off with an exclamation point and then ended with one as well.
What a way to finish.
Wow.
Some amazing highlights celebrating 20 years of Dew Tour. We're here in Copper Mountain for Winter Dew Tour 2024, and it is a picture-perfect day here in the Rockies. Women's ski Superpipe finals going down to start things off. Weather could not be better. The Superpipe looks amazing. We got 5 amazing ladies to look forward to and some really good action today. I'm Tom Wallish, joined alongside Tanner Hall, the legend of halfpipe skiing himself, back here. We're going to take you through all the runs and tricks today, and so looking forward to seeing the ladies in the pipe.
Yeah, I mean, today is definitely the type of weather you want for a half-pipe event. I mean, the first day we showed up and the women tried to run it in a blizzard, and it always seems like when contests come to Colorado, a snowstorm is always here, so it's nice to see the sun out. I know they're all firing right now, especially Eileen Gu. I think I saw her up here at like 7:45 in the morning maybe for the first training drop, so She's hungry. And Zoe Atkin as well. She's been killing it all year. And, I mean, pretty much all these girls are amazing. So, like, to have the sun out, to have the and the pipe as well. It looks like there was that bump in there yesterday and the day before, and we just saw, looks like that bump could be gone. So these ladies just have the red carpet rolled out for them.
Picture perfect. We got all super pipe action going on today. And first off, we got to check in with our man down there on the course, looking at the pipe. Chris Cote, tell us what it's like down there.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Good morning. Just when you thought it was safe to sleep in after a big night here at Dew Tour, think again. Dawn patrol situation happening, but look at this glorious, beautiful morning we have. Pipe's looking perfect. We got women's ski super pipe to start our day, rescheduled from Friday. And you know what? That's how we do it at Dew Tour. When things get weird, we just get weirder, and then things go up. The vibe's already happening right now. The corral's locked and loaded. These people are ready to watch the best female skiers on the planet take to this super pipe and do what they do best. This is going to be a super Sunday here at Dew Tour. I can't wait. Back to you guys.
Oh, it just looks amazing. The light is just coming over those mountains. Daylight savings time, but we're up early as we take a look at the start list for this women's ski Superpipe finals. Riley Jacobs, Svea Irving, Amy Frazier, Zoe Atkin, and Eileen Gu, who has been dominant in the Superpipe all season, but 5 amazingly talented women, and we're looking forward to see these runs go down. Speaking of Eileen Gu, she was dominant in a new discipline for her, street style, last night here at Winter Dew Tour. Big crowd, DJ set going on, music, fans. Eileen came to play 3 different 270s on, all the way through the bracket style format, the head-to-heads, the qualifying, into the finals, and walking away with the top spot. Known for her super pipe prowess these last year or two, but she's still got the rail game as we check it out. She's got all those spins, all the different tricks on the rails and the slope course. She's really just an all-around competitive free skier.
I am of the mentality that people can never take away the results that I already have. People can never deny that I've won this and this or so and so. But by no means does that prophesy the future. So I go into every contest with the desire to win, but by no means the expectation of it. And I think that keeps it really exciting. Not winning a pipe contest this year also brought back part of that hunger and thrill of it. I would say that I am through and through a competitor, and I love the entire process. Dew Tour is really special with that. One thing that I'm actually super excited to partake in is the street style event. We just had our first training, and I learned about the format for the first time. The head-to-head and the different rounds I think is quite creative and will be a very refreshing take on a contest format. So I'm excited to be a part of that as well.
Dude, it sounds like she could be like an English teacher or something, you know? She talks really well.
The vocabulary that she is learning there at Stanford University, where she attends school, is just incredible. And I heard from her last night, she said that crowd, the vibe, the rail skiing, she had so much fun in that street style event last night because it came down to that final run. She really did have the pressure cooker on, needed to put a run down, did it, ended up on top. So it was a good moment for her to really feel that pressure again as we take a look at this competition format today. Again, 5 women in the field, 3 runs, only their best run will count, so 3 chances to put down your full top to bottom run. Looking for overall impression with the best tricks, execution, high amplitude is the name of the game. We're gonna be watching that US Air Force height meter, collecting all the data, telling us how high out of the half pipe these ladies are going. And with that, I think it's time to get things going, Tanner. What do you think? Should we watch some super pipe action?
It is showtime, and we have got Riley Jacobs in the gate, dropping first out today. And
tough to be first.
It is kind of tough to be first, especially at 9 in the morning. But you know what? She's got Riddle up there.
Yeah.
It's always nice to have Mike Riddle around
Mike
when it's
Riddle.
9 in the morning.
Silver medalist from the Sochi Olympics in 2014, a legend in his own right, coaching the U.S. team now. So Riley Jacobs ready to kick things off from Oak Creek, Colorado, the 20-year-old. Gets things started with a 900 already out of the gate, a big rotation.
To left Sev. Switch 3. Dude, a full pull right off the bat.
That's a way to start it off. She's got the 900 up top, a 7 down below, and
that switch 3 was pretty nice too.
Yeah,
that was a great run.
Riley Jacobs out of the start gate, first lady to drop in. It's barely sun up here in Colorado, and she's getting things going here at Copper Mountain.
Yeah, spinning both ways, pretty much all the way down the pipe. So
yeah, left Sev and a right Sev, and the 900 was nice.
Wow, yeah.
And the pipe looks so good today.
The pipe, especially down on the flat bottom. And you know what? Just on another subject, I like that bump is gone, because when the next contest comes for the men's snowboarding, you know what we might see today, and it's going to be awesome. But Riley, you just killed that one.
And it's an 80 for Riley Jacobs to get things going, a high score to kick things off. That's 80 out of 100. Great run for her, and 2 more to go. So a lot of stuff to build on there as we go back to the top for Svea Irving, Winter Park, Colorado's own. Really fun to watch in the pipe.
Would this be Burke Irving's sister?
It is.
Okay. A family of half-pipe riders.
Another U.S. team member with Mike Riddle there at the top.
Kind of like everybody's bib style this year, a little Tarzan style, or Tars woman. You know?
And you can just hear it in the snow. It is that cold Colorado morning. It's supposed to get up into the 30s and 40s today, but it is still kind of brisk out there, so.
Yes, and when it's brisk, the snow is hard. But Svea dropping in for run number 1. Oh, yes.
Is that your favorite trick, Tanner? I think the alley 5 is one of your favorites.
Svea. Wow. That's not an easy trick to start on, too. Oh.
$900?
Wow. Svea. Yeah, I will say, Tom, that first hit, that is definitely one of my favorite tricks to do in the pipe, and one of my favorite tricks to watch in the pipe. And Svea just murdered that. She did not go small. That is not that's a very intimidating trick to come up with some speed into. So
right off the bat, the alley-oop flat 5 to get things going.
Was that safety to Japan right there in that 5?
Double grab.
Going to right Sev. This right here, that mute was locked in.
So tweaked. I love that.
Yeah.
And then caps it off with the biggest rotation of her run down here on the final hit.
The 9er, putting her down.
Okay.
Almost looked like she tried to grab safety at the end there a little bit.
And it's an 87.66 for Svea Irving into the top spot for now.
Okay.
Amy Frazier, Calgary, Alberta, sitting there with Trenton Painter.
Let's go, Amy.
When you got Trenton in your corner, you're doing very good, just like having Mike Riddle as well. So,
love to see these coaches. A lot of ex-pro skiers themselves, a lot of 10, 20-year veterans of the competitive free ski realm. So much experience, so much to take away from those coaches.
See that drone following in real close. Oh, yeah. Got Sev to start it off. One of my second favorite tricks.
900. And a right side.
And she backs it up. That was an amazing run. Yeah, Amy.
Each run you'll see over there, we've got the U.S. Air Force height meter collecting all the data. You see how many hits they do, the average height, and the max height.
This right here, that's Cap 7 Japan. is really impressive.
She might be the best at that trick of all the women in the field. I mean,
would
it's so
agree.
smooth.
And to back it up with just an alley-oop.
Yeah.
You know, that's what, slow it down, you know. Exactly what she did. She had the grab, made it look nice, and then to back, you know, to mirror 2 900s at the bottom. I mean, you get a grab in there on both of those things, and that's just going to be a hard run to beat.
What do you think about the score on this one? Does that move her into the top spot?
Yes, it does. 91.33.
Amy Frazier to the top right now with a 91.33.
Go this way.
All right.
go, Zoe.
Now it's going to heat up for these next two.
We haven't seen any bobbles, any miscues, all landed runs so far as we get to the fourth rider in our list. This is Zoe Atkin, another Stanford University attendee, and she's been absolutely doing great things in the halfpipe all year, competing head-to-head with Eileen Gu in every one of these events, and it's a battle.
Yeah, right now I'm sure she's just kind of visualizing a little bit, trying to picture the run right before she drops in, maybe waiting for that right lyric of that right song to drop in. And it's kind of a feeling, you know, you're just building up to that feeling when you feel it, and it's drop-in time, and Zoe feels it, and here we go. 5 minute, huge to start it off.
11.6, biggest error we've seen so far.
Wow. Just really put together. She is a very smooth skier right here. Right.
Switch 7 to finish things off.
Like you said, dude, like not one bobble yet.
Yep.
Not one really screw up from any of these ladies. They have definitely shown up with their A game, and they're all skiing with 0 mistakes right now.
This first hit, though, 11 feet 6 inches out of a 22-foot halfpipe that's over 30 feet off the ground. Does that 540 to perfection.
Yeah, dude, I remember day one showing up when it was dumping, and she was doing that first hit just about as big as that in a blizzard. And
it was intimidating to be in the halfpipe with these ladies. They're good.
Yeah. You don't really realize how fast you have to go over that flat bottom to make it up that wall to actually get some air out of the pipe. So these ladies are handling like bosses.
Switch 7 at the end.
Switch right sev at the bottom. Didn't she have a switch left sev too in there?
I mean, another great run. It's a 94.
Yeah,
Zoe Atkin steps it up. That's into first place.
But here we go.
Our final lady to drop in this first run of 3, Eileen Gu. Too much to talk about. She's a model. She's a professional skier, a Stanford University student. She's got so much going on, and amazing to see her get out here. It's basically 12 hours since she finished her competition in the street style where she won. And she's out here again this morning early to compete in Superpipe.
Yeah, she was out mega early. I saw these ladies kind of starting to warm up when I was carrying all my luggage over to the lodge this morning. So, yeah, here we go. I know she's ready to go.
Huge.
Oh my.
Back-to-back 900s to start this run.
Oh wow. Right
Switch.
Oh, there it is. Wow. And just top a tranny. Oh wow, Eileen. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying right now, that's gonna be a very, very hard run to beat.
And look at the highest there, 12 feet 3 inches, so even higher than we saw. And she has the 900s. Your favorite trick, the alley-oop flat 5 in there.
She even had the mute and landed. You can't land any higher than she did on that. And what is that grab? Is that a?
That's Buick,
That's
I
the
think.
Buick.
Yeah, that's a Buick that
Right.
Alex Hall popularized. He didn't name it that. The judges actually gave it that name. What's the benefit of landing high on that transition?
Just having speed for that next hit. And it's when you're landing high like that, it just gives you that much more confidence because you feel that much more solid. Once you have a little bit lower of a landing, it kind of rattles you. You know, it's not soft snow, so you kind of feel it up through your spine and whatnot. It just kind of throws your mental off maybe a little bit, but when you're landing at the very top of the tranny,
it's smooth is what you're saying.
Dude, it's a confidence builder.
Confidence. get the speed.
Yeah, it's smooth, but like when
soft.
you're landing up top there, it kind of gives you that cocky vibe that you need to keep it going.
It's a 96.33. Like always, Eileen Gu comfortable here with a massive score in run number 1 to the top of our standings. We talked to Eileen Gu just recently about where she wants to go.
I'm very fortunate to be in touch with and hear the guidance and mentorship and advice and have the friendship of many greats who came before me. And I do hope to pay that forward, perhaps personally, but also just through my presence either online or in person at speaking events or engagements, talking at a graduation or showing up at a charity event. I think that these are all really worthwhile uses of my time. Every month I try to do an Instagram story where I answer questions really candidly. You know, the topics can range from mental health to balancing everything to being a young person in today's world to body image issues. And all of these, I think, are really important discussions to be having. And that dialogue, encouraging young people to use their voices, is something that I would say is really central to my mission. So yeah, I think leaving a legacy behind, leaving a legacy behind that is inclusive and representative of a broader demographic of people than what free skiing has seen before, being able to welcome and include them with open arms, being able to share this lovely creative culture that we have fostered and paying it forward, watching it evolve and develop is probably the most purposeful and meaningful thing that I can think of.
Really cool to hear, and such a good head on her shoulders. Looking forward to seeing much more of Eileen Gu over the next few years.
Is she only 20?
Only 20 years old. So well-spoken, has been in the media spotlight for so many years now, in front of the cameras, in the events, in front of national governments and the Olympics.
I wonder if she was the senior class president.
Gotta be.
Yeah, it sounds like it for sure.
I would have voted.
I would have too.
As we're back to the top, this is Riley Jacobs of the USA, Oak Creek, Colorado, dropping in for her second run.
We're starting it off with a 9.
Traveling really far down the pipe on that switch 3.
Right.
Okay.
Another run.
Riley Jacobs, another solid run. Is that better than her first run? Were the grabs better? Was the amplitude better? What's the big differentiating factor for these judges if they see you do the same run again?
Yeah, I think if you're doing the same run again, they definitely want to see maybe more amplitude, better grabs, holding grabs for a little bit longer. You know, maybe landing a little bit higher if you were landing lower, just cleaning it up. You know what I mean? If you're going to stick with the same run, you have a little bit of confidence because you know you just laced it. So thinking that maybe the thought process on just wanting to do it better and then having something for run 3. So 79.33,
not
kind
quite,
of in that same
range.
area.
Maybe not quite as good as run number 1, but still another run to go so she can clean it up more or maybe throw something new for us as we look for Svea Irving to take her second of 3 runs.
And I'm really excited for this first hit again.
You love the out.
I love the out 5.
Really hard for me not to pop too hard off the wall.
Yeah, but that's why it's one of the funnest tricks because you can be so patient on that. And when you grab Japan, for me, it just works. And for Svea,
she's doing the same thing you would do.
Wow, a little bit low, but she's no problem. And that is a safety to Japan.
Double grab.
That is a
good
double
catch.
grab. Whoa. See, when you're coming up switch up these pipe walls, sometimes it can just be a little much to handle. But holy smokes, that bottom 9 was about as good
talk about the speed, too, between the walls, going switch.
Yeah,
How fast are you going?
You're going really fast. And like I said, to carry that much speed through the flat bottom, to be able to make it up 22 feet of a half pipe wall, to get out of that, to do tricks, like you're going really fast. Oh, but I'm sorry to say, let's marvel
perfect.
that first hit right
Let's
there.
marvel at it.
And that double grab. But then we'll see right here, she does the right sev, and then as she's coming up, one of the skis just kind of wasn't the best angle, but coming up the wall in the tranny, you could see one of the skis just kind of just, I don't know, G'd out, if you may. But then you see 2 hits later, she just handled that cork 9 like nobody's business. So 82 for run 2.
Oh, a little bit lower on the score.
She definitely had that little bobble on that switch hit. So run 3, we'll be looking for Zoe to.
Go, Amy.
I mean, so far, all 5 of these women, we saw first runs, some of the best runs I've seen from them.
Dude, that bobble she just had was the first bobble of the whole contest, and that wasn't even really a bobble.
This is so impressive. The
really
women of
is.
free skiing have come so far, so competitive, so much talent in this field.
Oh, Amy going switch 9, stepping it up. Switch 5er. She got the Sev. Got 3. The 9er.
Wow. 3 of the 4 900s.
Yep. If she had switch left 9, that would have been all 4 9s. So that was, Amy. That was another amazing run.
Love that variety too. Yeah, spinning all 4 ways might not sound like much, but it's so unnatural to be able to spin those different directions. And the judges love to see you doing switch, left, right, and switch right. So she got all of those different rotations in this run.
Half of her run was switch.
So hard.
It
so
really
blind.
is really, really hard. And then to end it with 2 mirrored 900s, that's really impressive, Amy. Like what we see out there.
Sitting on a 91.33, is it an improvement? It is not. So the 900 up top, the switch 9, was definitely a harder trick, but maybe docking her on the grabs and the amplitude?
And maybe just putting the switch 3 in there.
Yeah.
Instead of switch right Sev.
The switch Sev on run 1 was so
unreal.
good.
That was one of the best switch Sevs I've ever seen. Women do, but not even women. That was even out of men. That was one of the best switch Sevs.
Way better than the switch 7 I'm going to do out there.
Trust me, I don't even have a switch 7
Go,
anymore.
Joey.
As we're back to the top with Zoe Atkin, currently sitting on a 94.0, and she's been battling Eileen Gu all year. Been sitting in second place in a lot of events to her, but I know she wants more. To get that top spot, gonna need to go huge on this hit. Maybe add one more big rotation or something.
Yeah, somewhere. She's going to have to add something. I mean, her run is so solid, but she just saw what Eileen has done, and she has been watching what Eileen has been doing all year. So this might be the time to, if you want something new and you've been thinking about it, now's the time to maybe get into it. But this first hit is amazing.
12 foot 3 inches out on that first hit. Oh!
She kind of missed her pop on that switch Sev right there.
Loses the ski, lands kind of on the hip there on the switch Sev. Needs to be a bit more patient, or what would you say? What
Yeah, I would
went
say
wrong there?
I think she just got a little excited and tried to go into the trick a little early. You know, you definitely want to be patient in the half pipe, because if you start these tricks a little bit early, you're either going to get caught up on the lip or you're going to be on the flat bottom.
Yeah, just a bit.
But if you're too patient, you might be finding yourself on top of the deck.
That is why the Superpipe is so difficult. The margin of error on these tricks.
Yeah, it's
the wall is vertical.
Yeah.
If you pop too little or too much, you're missing the landing, and it could be disastrous. But luckily for Zoe, looks like she's gonna be okay. But the first fall of this women's final, gonna look for that third and final run for a chance to top this woman, Eileen Gu, currently sitting in first with a 96.33. She's got 2 more runs. I mean, where does she go from here? What does she add to this run?
I mean, her first run was about as good as it gets. So only she can show us, because right now, hopefully maybe she does have something more where she can surprise both of us. But
I want to see that right side alley-oop flatsman at the bottom.
Yeah, there you go. I think she might have actually tried one in training this morning. So here we go. There's the left one. Are we going to see the right? Oh, Tom.
Okay.
I called it. Tom's a mind reader, future teller.
I have seen Eileen compete in a lot of events this season, called a lot of them, and that is just, I mean, the amplitude, these 900s at top, like, that grab is so hard.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't ever want to try that grab. It looks like a backbreaker. As we look at this next one, You can see
With that height meter.
Yeah, the U.S. Air Force height meter there. I mean, her amplitude, and there's not a blank wall in this run.
No. And she was really patient on that switch step. That's what we talk about, being patient and doing it at its finest. But to mirror these two tricks, and to have them the last two tricks of the run, wow.
Is that a higher score? It's got to be.
It's got to be. It has to be.
She's at a 96.33. How much higher could she go?
96. There you go.
Well, that's how you do it. This early in the morning, it always seems like you have a positive attitude anyway, but when this contest got shuffled to Sunday, kind of had to adapt. Doesn't look like it really hampered your performance at all. Obviously feeling great this morning.
Yeah, it's an outdoor sport. You know, sometimes you have to be cautious of the conditions, and thank you to Dew Tour for listening to the athletes and moving the contest to today. The level is just so high. I'm really excited to be a part of it. With that said, it definitely was a challenge riding street style last night and then waking up this morning with the time change also. So it's a bunch of things, but more than anything, I'm really happy, I'm really proud, I'm honored. Thank you, Dew Tour. Thank you so much for this event. Shout out to all the other girls, and thank you to everybody for coming out.
A lot of riders in the 90s already, and you're sitting on a 97. When you're sitting on a score that high with one more run to go, where do you go?
Up. We'll see.
Up. Go up.
Get ready to push your limits. Expand your skills and unleash your inner athlete. 3 peaks, 4 bowls, 8 mountain parks, and the most diverse terrain in Colorado. Challenge accepted. Copper, the athlete's mountain.
Rockstar energy for when the session needs that extra fire.
The Earth is 70% water and 30% land. But the entire sky belongs to us. Copy that. Aim higher, man.
Refresh your senses with a kick of citrus flavor. Do the Dew.
Time to go?
Not yet. Let's have
Visit your local Circle K to snag an exclusive Mountain Dew Purple Thunder. Circle K is a proud partner of Dew Tour. Rockstar Energy sustains mind-body energy. Scan to secure a piece of Dew Tour history and raise money for Boarding for Breast Cancer. Silent auction is live through Sunday at 3 p.m. Mountain Time.
Really cool to see the Boarding for Breast Cancer there. Scan that
Yeah, you
take home some
can.
prints.
You could scan that little QR code to take home some prints and check out what they got going and raise some money for a great cause. As you can see, I got the hat on right now. Boarding for breast cancer. I've always been a big component. Kurt Stern and everybody a part of that organization are just amazing. So, well, yeah, big up Boarding
Really
for breast
cool.
cancer.
Great support. You can see Tanner's
right
repping,
there.
scan the QR code. As we are in the midst of an amazing women's ski superpipe finals, we've only had one fall.
Yeah, this
the ladies are
women's skiing is looking really good right now.
Future's
I'll tell you
bright.
that right now. And we are back up to the top of the order for the last run number 3 with Riley Jacobs. Sporting that United States ski team jacket. Being surrounded by Riddle and Margetts as well. And here we go.
Smooth on that one.
Really taking that switch 3 down the pipe. 3 up, 3 down for Riley Jacobs. Just great skiing today. Consistent all 3 runs. I mean, we haven't seen her in too many big contests, so to come out here and just lay 3 down is got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, I mean, the future is so bright for her. Only 20 years old, has that 900, has all these tricks, and really cool to see the consistency, and that just gives you the confidence growing. Even if you don't win or podium at this event, that next event's going to seem so much easier when you drop in.
Especially just, yeah, again.
Look at that consistency, a 79. I mean, all 3 scores.
80, 79, 3, 79. Yeah, I mean, that just goes to show how your skiing was consistent all day. So big up Riley.
And Svea Irving now up at the top, a run 1 score that has her sitting in 4th place. So if she wants to get on the podium, going to need to improve and score higher than Amy Frazier in that 91.33 position. So needs about 4 points here. Going to need to do something big in a run to gain that many more points.
Oh, she got a little pop on that one. But she handled the flat bottom.
That looked high impact when you pop too hard on that alley-oop flat spin.
Yeah. She's really got that left 9 down at the bottom.
That was, I think, the moment I thought, or the trick in the run I thought she could improve. If she really locked in the grab at the end of that one, that's much better than if you go for it and don't get it.
Yeah. But, I mean, when you flat bottom like this on your very first hit, it is really hard to regain your composure and keep your run going the whole way. So the fact that she was able to do that is, it's pretty impressive. It just shows the strength in her.
Yeah, that was a low landing on that first hit, alley-oop. Take a look at this 9. Does she get the grab?
Yes, she does.
Nice. Svea reaches down, gets that safety grab on the final 9. See what the judges think.
89.
89, her
So
highest score.
Yeah, she bumped her score up a bit.
Not high enough to crack that podium, and with 3 more women to go, all 3 of these ladies are on the podium already, so our podium's set, but the order of the podium could change if Amy or Zoe were to do a better run, score higher. There is some shake-up potential, but right now that podium is set. Do we see the switch 9 again?
I hope so. Her switch 9 last run, first hit, was about as good as it gets, so. And yes, we are going to see it. Oof, she's got that switch set in. And she got the right 9er. Oh, for the alley-oop.
The switch 9 at the top might be the hardest trick any of these women are doing out there. I mean,
that's a good way to start off a run for sure, and definitely one of the hardest way to start off a run. Drop in switch and land switch, go into your second hit switch, and hopefully you have enough speed to
keep going.
Yeah, I mean, on that landing right there, you could see your edge kind of dug in, and it just did something funky. And when that happens, you kind of lose your line, and as you can see, she lost a lot of speed for that second hit.
Yeah. No speed from there. That's just going to be a throwaway 81.33, so she'll settle for third. And it all comes down to this. Zoe Atkin currently sitting in second place. With Eileen Gu, the final drop, she'll have a victory lap if Zoe Atkin isn't able to put this run down and take it away from Eileen Gu. So the last competitor with a chance to stop Eileen Gu from another win.
And if there is one chance from somebody taking it away from Eileen Gu, it is this one right here. See, she's just getting in the mindset. She found it. It's go time. Here we go. Should get the switch sev right here. Oh, yes.
Much better.
Way better than last round.
No, the switch right side 7.
Well,
yeah, that bobble at the end, that ruins the run for her.
Yeah, and I think that just gave Eileen Gu another gold medal. But Zoe, that was great riding today, and
amazing amplitude too. 12 feet 5 inches. That's one of the highest airs we've seen all day here in the third and final run. I mean, great to see her just blasting off.
And with this high mute, it's almost kind of like reminiscent of like Simon Dumont back in the day, his first hit, you know?
You had some battles with him in the day.
Yes, we did.
There's that switch 7 that gave her trouble to the left in run 2. Gets it clean.
The right 5 up, Lonnie.
Oh, I like that. All the way out on the tip of the tail. Tail of the tail?
Tail of the tail. She out there building natural jumps?
She's building natural jumps.
Nice.
Oh, and it's a final hit, switch right 7. So with that bobble, I can't imagine that's enough. It's only a 51.66. She'll have to settle for second place, and that means that Eileen Gu, who's got a victory lap right now as Winter Dew Tour champion for women's ski superpipe.
She seems to have a lot of these victory laps.
Honestly, yeah.
I feel like every third run of hers is usually a victory lap.
What do you do in the victory lap? Do you just have fun with it? Do you ski down? Do you try to up the ante?
I mean, knowing Eileen, she's probably going to throw her run again. There you go. Yep, any chance that you can get just to make your run even that much more better is what I'm sure her mentality is. So,
Good call there. I mean, she's already got the run down. She wanted to up the ante, maybe do something extra, but it's nice to just, if you have a bobble, let's carve out of it and get to the bottom to accept your trophy.
Yeah, she had two. I mean, her second run with those back-to-back alley-oop flat 5s and everything right up before, it was one of the most amazing runs of women's half-pipe skiing history. And we're going down to Chris Cote to hear from our champion, Eileen Gu.
That's right. Another day, another dub. Eileen, they didn't make it easy for you. All the riders cracking up into the upper 80s and 90s. The level of women's pipe skiing is pretty amazing right now.
It's so exciting to see all the girls kill it. I've always said my biggest mission has always been to just bring the sport to more girls, especially to young women in China and worldwide. And honestly, watching the sport progress these past few years has made me so honored to be a part of it. More than anything, I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to get to do what I love for a living, and happy to have so many people supporting me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dew Tour. Thank you, sponsors. Thank you, fans. Thank you to my mom. And thank you to all the other girls here today.
No doubt. Well, you got a Dew Tour gold medal now. You don't seem like the type of person to Dew Tour gold medals. Excuse me. You don't seem like the type of person to take vacation. But what's next for Eileen Gu?
Going to school. I have class tomorrow. I came from Paris 3 days ago. I was talking to my mom. We're like, how is this all in 1 week? But I think that's what keeps it exciting. Doing one thing is a break from another thing, and it keeps the pace of life really quick, and it keeps me excited about everything I'm doing. I'm more passionate than ever. I'm so far from burnout. I could never even, imagine doing anything else. So I'm really, really honored. Thank you. Thank you so much.
2 days, 2 gold medals, no days off for Eileen Gu. Your Dew Tour champion!
So impressive. Eileen Gu back to school tomorrow. What do her classmates think when she goes back into just regular studies there at Stanford University tomorrow after walking away with 2 golds? So we take another look at the winning run, the highlights for Eileen Gu, Winter Dew Tour champion here in the Superpipe. these alley-oop flat fives have to be your favorite part of the run, because I love that. I mean, that is so hard to land
it really
high
is.
on that transition.
And just to end your run with those two. I mean, you get all like the big spinny tech stuff up out of the way first, and you end with your last two hits with just the most styling rotation that you can do in the pipe, and to have them both ways on lock is like, that's kind of like a dream scenario for this guy.
Yeah.
Like, I would like that.
You would like that
set at that bottom.
Okay. Well, you've got your chance in the 20th anniversary jam today.
You know I do.
And Zoe Atkin walking away with second place at 94. Some really big amplitude. We saw it all. Switch sevens both directions. And we're going to send it down to DC in the crowd, who's going to hand away the hardware to these top three ladies today in women's ski superpipe.
Thank you, Tom and Tanner. Congrats to all the women throwing down out there this morning, cracking open the third and final day of Dew Tour here in the Superpipe. Big round of applause for all the women throwing down in the Superpipe this morning. And before we get to our podium presentation, I'd like to welcome a special guest out there, our award presenter. We've got Marriott Bonvoy Rewards member Kevin Shen from Orlando, Florida. Thank you, Kevin, for being on hand to present our awards to our podium. And your podium out here for women's ski superpipe in third place. Let's hear it for Amy Fraser. One more time, hands together for your third place finisher, Amy Fraser. And in second place, make some noise for Zoe Atkin. Let's hear it again for your second place finisher, Zoe Atkin. And your champion. She won the street style last night and backing it up with a win this morning in Superpipe. Let's hear it for Eileen Gu. One more time, make some noise for your champion, Eileen Gu, and your podium for women's ski superpipe.
Just amazing to see Eileen Gu on top of another podium, a near perfect season in the superpipe for her, and just so fun to watch. That perfect halfpipe today here in Copper Mountain, cut so well, all the ladies throwing down amazing runs, the lowest score an 80, and just so many high flying runs. I mean, just so fun to watch, Tanner.
Oh, my little earpiece was up. Yes, it was totally amazing to watch. And Eileen is just so on fire right now and skiing so damn good. And Zoe Atkin as well. And Amy Fraser. It was cool to see somebody up in the mix, a little bit on the older side of things, 28, which is funny to say is a little bit older.
It's a little bit older.
She definitely killed it. And the pipe was amazing. Weather was amazing. I just can't say enough for women's half-pipe skiing, because like with only like one crash and one bobble, it really goes to show like how far it's come. And I had an amazing time today, dude, and I had an amazing time announcing for my first time with this guy right here.
I enjoyed it very much. Nothing better to get the tricks called and the insight from you. So many Dew Tour wins in your career, and to see where women's free skiing is now, so impressive. All those runs landed, and Eileen Gu leading that charge.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing to see where the state of half-pipe skiing for women is compared to where it used to be. But coming up next, we got men's snowboarding, and they fixed that bump. And there's a certain Japanese kid that you're not going to want to miss today. Actually, you're not going to want to miss anybody. But Ayumu Hirano, you're going to want to watch this kid. Just trust me on that. And Tom, one question. You going to join me in that Legends Jam?
Hey, potentially, maybe I step in. I'm going to leave it to the halfpipe legends for the 20th anniversary jam, which we will have following men's snowboard superpipe final. But Tanner Hall's going to be in there. But you know what? You twist my arm. I could drop in. Tom
Hall's going to be in the building.
I could drop in one.
What's T Hall without T Wall in the pipe?
I mean, thank you so much, guys. Women's Ski Superpipe Final. I'm Tom Wallish. That's Tanner Hall. It's been great to be with you. Coming up next, it's Men's Snowboard Superpipe Finals.
Rockstar Energy to help me take it to the next level.
Is this it?
Refresh your senses with a wave of tropical lime flavor. Mountain Dew Baja Blast. In stores now.
Hey there, it's me. Food. Whenever you need me, I'm ready for you. Especially when you're busy. And you're always busy. But no matter what, we find time for this. So go ahead and enjoy the moment. Because there's plenty to go around. Keep it easy, my friends. Sincerely, Food. Sincerely, Safeway.
Circle K's new free Inner Circle membership program makes filling up rewarding with everyday fuel discounts every fill-up. Make life a little easier. Start saving on fuel now. Download the Circle K app and join today for free. Circle K's new free Inner Circle membership program rewards you for loving all your favorites with delicious deals and personalized perks. Make life a little easier. Start saving on your favorite food and drinks now. Download the Circle K app and join today for free.
Time to go?
Not yet. Let's have
Dew Tour is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Do the Dew. Safeway, Colorado's local grocer since 1926.
It is men's ski street style finals under the lights. So fun to be here on the mic with you, Tanner Hall. We got the crowd, we got music playing right now.
Look at it, it's a party out there.
Let's get the men's ski street style underway.
Oh, just money. Wow! With the back four.
Tucker's flying.
Wow. That is a fire run.
There's the egg roll.
I know.
Egg roll. The 630. Alex Hall so solid on the rails. I mean, he made that look easy. Tucker's barking on the way in. That's how you know he's grabbed in. He's got that dog in him.
Dog in him. Oh my gosh.
Okay, Colby Stevenson
He's not going to do nothing. Shut it down.
Close the course.
That's it. It's over.
The exact same results as last year. I mean, what are the odds?
Kobe Stevenson, our champion. Congratulations, my guy. Check, check. Yeah.
Charlie Tango.
I'm Chris Cote, and this is Todd Richards, one of the greatest snowboarders of all time. And we're going to talk Dew Tour history.
Two dudes doing Dew.
For over 2 decades, Winter Dew Tour has enjoyed a long, strong legacy in the history of snowboarding. Todd, you were actually at one of the first ever Dew Tours as an announcer. So let's go back in the time machine 20 years ago. Everything has changed in huge ways.
Scotty James has tapped into the power.
This was the beginning of it, where the pipes jumped up in size. We began to, see the rise of legends.
With those big names, obviously, big tricks are going to happen. Dew Tour, over the past 20 years, really introduced the world to some of the tricks that changed the sport of snowboarding. One trick in particular is the double. What was it like when the double came into the game at Dew Tour?
The thing was, all of a sudden the pipes jumped up to 22 feet. It doesn't seem like much, but it was a giant game changer for how high people could go out of the half pipe. And here we are in 2024 where people are doing back-to-back triple corks. I mean, it's just insane to think that that is where the sport has gone, and a lot of it was debuted at the Dew Tour.
Holy cow!
It feels like this was an era where things escalated quickly.
A trick progression started to happen that began to curb a lot of the talent when all of a sudden the doubles showed up, and then the back-to-back doubles, and then, all of these crazy combinations of the switch backside tricks. Next thing you know, there's a lot of people being like, check please, I'm a coach now.
The defending champion, Shaun White.
I think the other thing that became so noticed was people were going so huge. I mean, you talk about Shaun White arguably doing the biggest air that's ever been done in competition up until very recently. There's a 25-foot high air in Breckenridge on the first hit. That was unheard of. Record-breaking at that time, and it was during one of his runs. It was just, it didn't compute.
Shaun White is in first.
So when Shaun and some of the others, most notably the Japanese riders, started going equally or more height than the walls were high, things changed. Physics changed.
Here we go. Tatsuka, gigantic.
As soon as the tricks got that gnarly, where as soon as you leave the lip, you're literally putting your life on the line, people started going to the gym.
They started stretching.
They started stretching.
Shaun White, 4-time Dew Tour champion.
All of a sudden, coaches started appearing everywhere. Right. We didn't have coaches. To be a legitimate contender to win a Dew Tour,
you had to step it up, or you had to step out. So 20 years later, where are we now? Superpipe snowboarding.
Things changed in 2021. All of a sudden, right before the Olympic Games in Beijing, Ayumu Hirano drops the triple cork in a pipe run at Dew Tour.
Everyone's going to remember the first time they saw the triple in a competition.
And he would go on and use the triple cork to win the gold medal at the Beijing Olympic Winter Games in 2022.
Dew Tour is one of the first real major events, helping to create some of the biggest stars in our sport that are still stars to this day. So who are some of those names that came up through Dew Tour in the last 10, 20 years?
When Dew Tour first really started, the big names were like J.J. Thomas and Danny Davis, and, Louis Vito was very competitive, Scotty Lego. They were inspiring young snowboard athletes to have something to shoot for. Like, I want to be in the Dew Tour. I want to compete on that level, and they were. Shaun White created Ayumu Hirano because Ayumu saw what he did and wanted to be like Shaun White. Chloe Kim idolized Kelly Clark. That is why we have Chloe Kim now. The Dew Tour has brought these athletes to the forefront and created, inspirational targets for these kids to come up and be just like their heroes.
All right, so 2024, what game-changing tricks are we going to see, and who will be on that podium?
Well, there's only a couple people on the planet that can pull the triple cork out of their bag. But Scotty James is bringing incredible technical runs into the half pipe, doing tricks that no one is even stepping to. But Ayumu is a very driven young man, and
he can do back-to-back triples. It's not uncommon to see multiple Japanese sweeps of the podium. It just depends on that given day, who's going huge and who's landing the cleanest. So I'm looking for this to be an incredible finale to what Dew Tour started back in 2008.
Refresh your senses with a kick of citrus flavor. Do the Dew.
Circle K's new free Inner Circle membership program makes filling up rewarding with everyday fuel discounts every fill-up. Make life a little easier. Start saving on fuel now. Download the Circle K app and join today for free. Circle K's new free Inner Circle membership program rewards you for loving all your favorites with delicious deals and personalized perks. Make life a little easier. Start saving on your favorite food and drinks now. Download the Circle K app and join today for free.
Looking for what comes next? For that moment when everything finally...
1 minute!
Whichever path you choose, it starts here.
Hey there, it's me. Food. Whenever you need me, I'm ready for you. Especially when you're busy. And you're always busy. But no matter what, we find time for this. So go ahead and enjoy the moment. Because there's plenty to go around. Keep it easy, my friends. Sincerely, Food. Sincerely, Safeway.
Time to go?
Not yet.
There's a feeling you get after trying something that you've been working towards for hours, channeling all your energy, and like finally right away from that, everything in that moment like snaps and slows down. There's this rush of excitement and relief. It has become a part of me to like have that feeling time and time again. My name is Joe Perkins, and I'm a professional snowboarder based out of Salt Lake City, Utah. My senior year of high school, I got asked to go snowboarding by a buddy of mine, and I had gone maybe 2 or 3 times as a kid, and I said, you know what the heck, let's do it. And ever since then, I just kind of fell in love with it. When I first started, I knew absolutely nothing. I didn't know that street snowboarding was even a thing, and I really just thought it was this world of competition. But once I found out that street snowboarding existed, it was like a major green light, like all things go towards that. It's just a different form of expression and the freedom to create one's own path, and I think that just made sense to me. Finding spots to me is actually one of my favorite parts of this whole process. It is something that is always changing. Things are being built, things are being torn down, and it's you and your imagination and your ability to look at things differently than the person sitting next to you. And I think that is something that is really cool that we as street snowboarders get to do and really just give us the creative outlet that we all kind of have. snowboard with people who are like-minded and hardworking, but also like to have fun.
That was flavor.
And just create this experience that's more wholesome than intense all the time. I'm fortunate enough to ride on teams that these riders, those are some of my best friends when I'm snowboarding, when I'm not snowboarding. And it just creates this environment that feels like safe and friendly and fun. So to have a community like that, it's awesome, and I'm lucky to have that. I think street snowboarding did give me an opportunity to like reinvent and step into the shoes of who I want to be and who I am today. And riding for Rockstar has just given me an opportunity to almost do that again and kind of like see where I can take this chapter and what I can do with it. And so for that, I'm grateful and hyped.
Cobra Mountain is great because like whenever I come here, I feel like there's this magical aroma around it, and just when I come here, I just feel I have magic powers. And the courses are great, everybody's so nice, and it just helps you progress a lot. My first experience at Dew Tour, like at first I was feeling a little nervous, and then I saw my family, all my friends down there staring me up, and it gave me a lot more energy, and I didn't feel nervous anymore.
Look at this patty party down here.
I did okay, I guess. I got second place.
You got a lot of money. What are you gonna do with it?
Gonna buy my coach some tequila. I did buy him a box of tequila. There is like a little challenge for me. I'm super light, I'm so small, I don't have enough spool. And everybody, the best advice is put some rocks in your pocket. Yeah, I know Daddy. He's awesome, I like his beard. Don't tell him to ever shave it. But I love Peace Park, he is so creative. I guess I have to thank Danny Davis for that. I'm really excited to come back to the place I love. I'm so excited to see all my friends. I just want to do well and learn. I just want to go big, post some style, and show like the world that the next generation is good.
Lots of evolving here at Dew Tour over the years, but always in the spirit of snowboarding and fun.
Come on up, this way to the fun zone. This is kind of special access right here, but we're gonna give you guys a little sneak peek. All right, bean bags. Get comfortable on the bean bags, dude. Don't be scared to just hop into a bean bag, okay? Or you can sit right here and have a little drink. We got a DJ set up over here. Don't touch. This is what we're here for, folks. All right, guys, come on. One thing you gotta do at Dew Tour is get yourself some Mountain Dew swag. Not only crush Dew, but you wanna wear everything Dew. Yo, what's up? You gotta give as many nucks as you can out to people. Yeah, what up, dog?
Can I get a picture with
you? Heck yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Got a little Peace Park tent here. Hey, how are ya?
You know, I come to Copper and they've got a great snowboard park, good Peace Park here. And really, when I show up to Copper, I haven't been on my pipe boards very much. So it's nice for me to get out in the park and just like carve around on these fresh boards.
Okay, come on over here. They let me park my rig here, which is pretty sick. It's kind of the main Dew zone. Come check it out. Come on. Spin it up. I don't know what it's for, but it's cool. This is for jibbing. You come up here, backside tail slide. Come get your photos taken and this beautiful art backdrop. This stud here, he's gonna be around. You guys are gonna see him a lot this week. Come quickly this way. It's gonna be popping. There's gonna be music on this stage, people jibbing in the street style course, half pipe contests.
We're not your basic contest. We've gotten to have fun and change up the format a bit, change it up to a modified Superpipe, take out slope style and add a street style jam.
Come on out, come hang with us. I'm gonna go to practice. 20 years of Dew Tour, folks.
Refresh your senses with a kick of citrus flavor. Do the do.
Hey there, it's me. Food. Whenever you need me, I'm ready for you. Especially when you're busy. And you're always busy.
So awesome.
But no matter what, we find time for this. So go ahead and enjoy the moment. Because there's plenty to go around. Keep it easy, my friends. Sincerely, food. Sincerely, Safeway.
It's me, America's sweetheart, and I just love having a blast. The Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Kids party? Having a blast. Stuck in an elevator? Having a blast. Winning. Losing. Having a... Probe me already. Blast. I can have a blast anytime, anywhere.
And with anyone?
Mountain Dew Baja Blast. In stores everywhere.
I, too, am having a blast.
Looking for what comes next? For that moment when everything finally